In life, all the efforts are not to make our living easy and comfortable, but to make it full of learning and self-chosen challenges. Because easy and comfortable are the enemies of growth, are the enemies of learning. After a long spell of discomfort, the easy and the comfort, when temporarily indulged into, they are such a great pleasure, and you welcome them so much. They don't bring you anxiety or stress. So choose hard stuff, be it learning something or making goals in life. Choose something that's going to challenge you, and you will be so surprised if you can face your fears. You'll be so surprised to know that you have it in you to face almost all the challenges. It is your own belief about your limitations that is keeping you in the place where you are. But you need to get out of your comfort zone. It's the only way. And all the physical labor, the sweat dripping that you see, our bodies are immensely strong. This is not the body that struggles. It is the chatter of the mind that says, oh, it is too much. Oh, it is beyond my limits. Ask any endurance sport person, including myself. You will see that after running for like 25 kilometers, your mind is telling you, stop, it's not safe, this is too much. But when your mind is okay, your body can feel so fresh, even at that distance. It's just amazing. Well, how will you know? Not by me telling you. You will know only by trying. When you're completely done, when you feel like you're dead, no more, you're only about 40% done, not more than that. So all the physical efforts that I put in my life, they're only to train my mind. When you feel strong, you feel confident. When you have power, any kind of power, power is not inherently bad. Like money is not inherently bad. It's who uses it and how they use it. I am of the opinion that if you know who you are as a personality, then when you get power and money, you can shine even more in your personality. If you are really sorted, because they also say power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Be in excellent shape. You would thank yourself when you get older. You would thank yourself when you realize that you still have enough strength in your body to hike the mountains, to go for long walks, to not limp in your 50s and 60s already, to not be so depressed and sad and anxious. All of this can be largely cured by keeping a healthy lifestyles where you move physically. That's very important. And when all your organs, they are healthy and happy and functioning optimally, then the mind is clearer and calmer and doesn't get fluctuated so much when adversities come, because somehow you know that you're ready for it. So you need to be ready for it, for whatever comes in life. For whatever comes in life. Hello, namaste. And anyway, what does thinking all the time and worrying and being anxious, thinking about all the things that are going wrong, all the other things that could go wrong, what purpose does it solve? Shake it off through a physical activity that you enjoy. Shake it off through movements. Shake it off through some breathing practices. It's addictive to stay in your head, like it's addictive to scroll on your phone, like it's addictive to go running as well. Choose your addiction. Your mind loves consistency, patterns, familiarity. So give it the good ones, feed it with the healthy ones. And as I've said in one of my earlier videos, don't get caught up in rationalizing and philosophizing or spiritualizing your life. Act, because action is the core of earthly life. You must act even if you want to or don't want to. You have to act just to take care of the everyday bodily functions. So why not act and keep this temple, keep this holy church that your body is clean and healthy. By this, I don't mean to suggest you what to eat, what not to eat, what to drink, what not to drink. For each one, it could look different. For me, always the best indicators are the first moment of waking up and the moments before falling asleep. How do you feel in your body, in your mind, in your breath, in your feelings? How do you feel? If that becomes a really pleasant feeling and very calm, the quiet peace, then I think you're doing pretty good in life. You don't have to worry much. You cannot hide from yourself. And as they say, the sun, the moon, and the truth, they always come out eventually. So how much can you lie to yourself? How much can you hide from yourself? Eventually, it will come out. So why not look for it already and take the steps that you actually know what needs to be done. It's not like I'm telling you, you never knew these things. I almost never say anything new. I don't even care to say something new or not, but we all know these things and we know what needs to be done. But we have given the power for someone else to decide and for someone else to tell us what to do, when to do it, what is the right thing to do, what is the wrong thing to do. Well, you can be your own master, give yourself your own clues, and do your own thing. When you feel guilty, remember that it's the voice of society echoing in your head. Don't think so much about what others think. They're busy thinking about themselves. And they're busy thinking about what you think about them. Get out of this system. Get out of this mental pattern. Be free. It's you versus you. Everybody else in the middle is doing their own thing. You have nobody to compete with and no one to compare from. You just live freely, as free as you can live in your own territory. Make life simple. Make it simple. Your daily, day-to-day life. Make it simple. Make it grounding. Remind yourself what are the most important things in your life. What makes you feel that you're alive. And focus on doing those things. All those things don't have to cost you much. All those things don't require too much money. All the good things in life, they're free or pretty cheap. Or you are chasing not so good things in life. If you say that no, like all the fancy racing cars are my dream, then the smart way to do it will be to have a lot of money, and buying those expensive cars will be like a very small percentage of that money. Then, I don't know, enjoy your driving. But if you take loans and you show off and you want to impress girls And that's why you bought these racing cars, that you want to show that you're also in the game. You're fooling yourself. You want to be happy and accepted and loved, and you think a racing car will give you. No, it won't. I just like to speak directly. I'm not judging, I'm just assessing. Yes, I can be wrong, but I don't think I am. So that's that. I don't mean any offense, because I don't believe in evil people or evil in general. I think there's only ignorance and fear, and that's what leads people to appear evil or do evil things, and a lot of circumstances. So when I criticize something, it's just I'm trying to understand the deeper layer of it. As they say, hate the sin, not the sinner. So I don't have any complaints to the sinner or the one who is taking routes that are gonna hurt them in the long run, because they are not the problem. Their actions and behaviors are the problems. And when I judge or criticize, it's the actions and the behaviors, not the person. Can you make a difference? I'm sure you can. All right. I hope you're enjoying the view and the calmness. If you're new to this channel, don't expect very high energy content that is always glaring and screaming at your screens. It's a calm, chill, quiet space, and it's also a way to reflect that wherever you go, there you are. Which means no matter where I am, there's something in me that seems permanent, that seems ever unchanging, no matter the changes in my circumstances. The inner calm, the inner rhythm, the inner peace, it continues. I don't feel, well, this is Nepal. This is like home, even though I'm Indian, but I'm from Uttarakhand. The mountains are at the border with Nepal, and I am in western Nepal, so pretty close to my own area. Everything here is just like I'm somewhere close to my home. But even if I am in Romania or Germany or any part of Europe or Central Asia, wherever I go, I somehow always meet people that are super friendly, that don't want to harm me, because they don't feel any threat from me, and I don't have any ill intention towards them. And I interact with humans very humanly, which means that to recognize the same 5 senses in mind operating in every creature that you encounter, or every human beings that you encounter and speak to. And if you directly speak to their heart, to their soul, they recognize it if they're ready for it. If they don't recognize it, they stay away from you. You know, too much light can blind some people. So those people simply stay away. They're not there to fight or to cause ruckus in your days, in your plans. We just keep going up. I love climbing up in the mountains, you know. Somehow the higher up I go, the more energy I have. I don't feel hot or cold too much. I can be completely without clothing in -10. Not something that I wanted to do, something that I became aware of once. And since then I realized I don't feel cold in nature. But in the cities, oof, I do feel it. Yeah. Nice to talk to you guys.